I get out tomorrow morning, go for a bit of a ride. I was thinking of like, maybe like a topic of the day could be like maybe group rides. We can have a chat while we explore about group rides, like if you should or shouldn't do them. From experience, I really think group rides, if you're like new to riding, group rides are definitely not something you should be doing until you get familiar with your bike and you can control yourself not to try to keep up with the other riders you're riding with. Just talking from experience, like two or three of the guys I went on my first group ride, they said before we left, look, just ride your own pace. Like, we've been riding this, just like the twisty roads we always do, we've been riding these for like 10 years, just go at your own pace. But it's just like, when you first start off, I swear, you just want to go fast. And you think you're a lot better of a rider than you actually are. So, my advice would be to make sure you know the people you're riding with, B, you're familiar with your bike, you know how to ride it, you're like comfortable going, like, it's not so much, I'm not talking about like highway runs and stuff, like it's just, I think it's just stupid to be on the highway blowing the speed limit, like doing triple the speed limit. But like if you're around the twisty roads, it takes a lot of skill to go quick through the turns, where on the highway all you gotta do is pull the throttle, make sure you don't hit anything. There's obviously more skill in it, but basically. So I would say try to get used to your bike, make sure you're very familiar with it. Leave your ego at home, because that's what got me in a lot of trouble. I thought I was a lot faster than I actually was, and it obviously shown. I've had 2 encounters where I've gone off-road and just saved the bike basically. Like I've just gone, what happened was I went wide, but the biggest problem I had was I was always doing this, hugging the inside. And then the turn, obviously if you hug the inside, you're going to be on that side if it's a sharp turn. Like, so now if I'm hugging here, I'm going wide on the exit. And I didn't really understand any of that, and I just thought, look, I was a fast rider, blah, blah, blah. And then ego got the better of me. I was following these 2 guys down the mountain, and basically went off-road. I ended up braking enough to just roll off the side of the road and get back onto the road. Second time, same thing, following people down the mountain. Come to a very, like it's a right hand turn, there's a bit of a sweeper. Again, I was on the inside, holding the inside. I forgot this is going to be all crap everywhere. I was just holding the inside, and again, went wide. Didn't know how to brake properly. Like if you're going wide at like 70, right, you're going wide, you should almost be able to just like stop. But again, I never practiced braking, I never practiced any of that stuff. I just went out and was riding. So yeah, it was my own fault, and I acknowledge that. And when it happened, the first thing I did was acknowledge that I stuffed up, and I'm not, oh okay, we're not going that way. I'm not as good as a rider as I thought I was, and I went out and practiced. And then I didn't do group rides for a while. I only rode with a couple of friends, and I still am always at the back and just going at my own pace. And that's like the biggest thing, is you got to learn to ride your own ride, not ride with, like, try to keep up with everyone. Just ride your own ride, and that's it. You can't get in trouble, and you can't put yourself in a situation that you don't feel comfortable with. So that's my biggest take, is if you are a newer rider and you're thinking of doing group rides, make sure you don't have a massive ego, think you're fast, hang at the back, watch what everyone else is doing, and then decide, oh, I'm gonna go here, 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 and don't ride outside your limits. I think it's good to ride with other people, because if they're faster, you're going to learn how to be a bit better rider a lot quicker than if you just ride by yourself. And you can just ask the guy, like, or girl, can you slow down a little bit and show me better lines, show me this, show me that, or go, can you go behind me and just follow me and just tell me what I'm doing wrong, and slowly progress. I do that now. I still don't. I normally ride with a couple of people, but half the time you don't see them because they're a lot quicker than me, and I just ride at my own pace. There's no point pushing yourself on a street where, like, the main goal is to get home. So if you can control yourself and you've got a little bit of experience on your bike, go ahead, go and do some group rides. But I strongly suggest don't do them until you figure out how to brake properly, how to actually ride through the other good thing is, if you know where the group ride is, go a couple of times beforehand by yourself and familiarize yourself with the actual road, and then it won't be as like, you won't be, what's this car doing? The road will be, you'll be used to the road, you'll be used to the turns. That's also a massive help if you know what turns are coming up and if it's a blind turn, or... But yeah, hopefully that helps if you are thinking about doing group rides. I think they're really good, but nothing, I wouldn't say anything bigger than like 7 people maybe. After that it starts getting chaotic and you got, it's just too many people, and you end up, someone's always been an idiot. There's always one, and yeah, I think just 7's like the max. I prefer just like 4. We normally have about 3 to 4. I think that's good. But that was the biggest thing. Once I went off the road, I realized. And then the other thing, record your videos. I was watching my videos back, and I still watch them back now, because again, you sometimes think, oh, I'm not improving, I'm not getting better as a rider. But after you watch your video, you realize you actually are improving, and you're just improving slowly, that you don't really, like, there's days you go and do some stuff and you feel like you're going a lot slower than what you usually are. Holy shit, this road's bumpy. But yeah, I would say record yourself, and then you can watch it back and find out what you're doing wrong. That's what I did when I went off the road. I watched it back and I just went, what the hell am I doing? Like, it didn't help the day before I had a concussion from soccer, which I shouldn't have probably rode, but I did anyway. But like, it was just very stupid on my behalf. Like, really poor line, entry speed was way too much, and I didn't even like really brake, so I didn't wash any of the speed off. I just got very lucky. But yeah, hopefully this helps. If you have your suggestions on group rides, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you all think. We're just gonna go. I was gonna take some photos there, but I've already taken some. I might be able to get a couple on this road maybe. Do you reckon I could just slip through there? They wouldn't even know. That's not a bad spot there as well. Get the road in the background. Probably should have. That car, I didn't realise that car was leaving. So windy, there's so much crap on the road. Oh! That's actually a cool spot too, actually. That'd be a cool photo. Wouldn't mind actually taking some photos there. I might do a U-turn.